Hey guys, what's going on? So, um, I have a situation that I'm dealing with right now in my life, and it's no different than a lot of the situations that many Americans are facing right now. I'm gonna pose a question to you. How many of you watching this video can afford a major car repair? Um, so, say you're driving around, something happens, and you blow the motor in your car. Well, something similar happened to me, and um, I am no different than you guys. I feel the crunch of inflation and not making enough, and just making ends meet at the end of the month and stuff like that. So I looked into getting a new motor for my car, and it was almost $3,000. So um, that was for a cheap 100,000 mile used motor. For a factory rebuilt motor, I'm looking at over 4 grand. So just figured that I would try and do an experiment and kind of share what happens with me with you guys. Use it as an opportunity to create some content. So um, I wanted to see what kind of luck you could have trying to buy a cash car. Everybody knows the used car market is through the roof right now. So I managed to find me a 2000, about $2,200 cash car. So um, I'm going to document my experience with that, and having to repair something. Is it possible to even get something for 2 grand that's drivable and stuff like that? So um, I'll introduce my car. Got a clean little 97 BMW 328i. I'll be posting more videos and stuff about this, like I said, as the process goes. But got a little BMW 328i. Got 207,000 miles on it. 4 door. There's some things that work, and there's some things that don't work. Um, it drove and loaded on the trailer under its own power. It sat for a while. First thing I had to do was put a fuel pump in it, and we've got video of that I'm gonna share with y'all. The radio doesn't work. Let's see, it's missing interior panels. There's a couple other little knickknack things, but the car is a solid car. So AC blows cold. It definitely will do the speed limit and more than that. So good little car. We're just, like anybody else, the scenario is the same. I broke my car. I can't afford to fix it, and I could get into something that runs for what it's going to cost to fix that other car, and that may not be the only issue that you run into. So took meager $2,000 out of savings, right when we really didn't need it, and we're trying to recoup that. So we got this car on the road, and I'm just going to document my process with you guys. What it's like to drive to a 25-year-old car. Be put in a position where you have to buy a cash car, and make it work until you can afford to get something else, or making a situation like this work, so that you can do things like get out of debt, and pay off credit cards and stuff like that. Some of Americans' biggest liabilities right now, is buying and affording a decent vehicle to drive, and then unexpected car repair. I harp a lot on like the retail aftermarket auto warranties and stuff like that, and I tell people not to buy them because they're getting a false sense of security, thinking that they're getting something and they're actually getting something else. So um, that's pretty much the premise of it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy the content. Like I said, we've had to do a couple things to the car so far. I've got videos, but I just wanted to make this post explaining kind of what we're going to be doing. So again, there's the car, nice little 97 328i. So I'll be telling its story and my story. So hope you guys enjoy. So right now we're working on the fuel pump, and we're trying to clean out the tank and filthy residue in the bottom of this thing. I would not like that to get sucked up in my new pump, so we're vacuuming and sopping as much of that out as we can. So what do we think, Doctor? Are we going to make it run?
It'll run.
You sure?
Just shortly.
You're positive?
Yep.
Okay. I guess we'll see. So I don't know which one of you are responsible for this. I've asked the Discord about these chicken socks. I don't know which one of you sent these to me, but I love it. There we go. Boom. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. All you need. 5 minutes. No more. Hey! Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. How long have you been working on cars?
About 50 years.
50 years? 50. And what'd you say about that fuel pump out there in that BMW?
Every one of them ought to be like that.
Every damn one of them ought to go like that BMW right there.
That's a selling point.
All right, y'all. Those brakes sound kind of crunchy. It's okay. I'm driving it. It's a $2,000 auction car we got, and just let it sit for like 2 or 3 years. Yeah. I love this. I hope some young people are watching and they can tell that it's okay if you buy a little $2,000 beater. Like, you can make it work, man. This is awesome. So he actually has a fair amount of torque, y'all. I'm not playing here. 2.8's not all that bad. Probably gonna have to do some power steering work. That power steering's kind of crunchy too. It's not bad. It's not bad though. I'm not mad about it though. You really can drive a cash car. You really can sacrifice until you can afford the things you want. You really, you can. You can do it. You can make ends meet. You can sacrifice a little so you can finally afford that thing that you want most of the world. Even if it means driving a little $2,000 cash car with egg-shaped tires. This thing's like woo because it's got egg-shaped tires. It's great. I love it. No payments. I own it. Yeah. All right. We are going up. We're going to do an oil change real quick. But this thing is drivable. It's brilliant. Brilliant little machine. All right, y'all. It's in the air. And y'all might notice something above my head as I walk in. This son of a bitch is true dual exhaust, as pointed out by my master mechanic father-in-law here.
Right here, bud. Fuel filter's been changed. I think we changed it.
There we go. Fuel filter. Everything's looking good. Kind of crusty. No big deal. A little bit crunchy. We can deal with a little bit crunchy. That's fine. I grew up a little bit crunchy. It's all good. Dum, dum, dum. So the plot thickens as we were doing the oil change. Barely see that. Get some light over here. Doing the oil change, we noticed that this radiator tube or hose has a fairly new radiator hose sticker and an aftermarket clamp. Along with that one, looks like a new thermostat housing. And shocker of shockers, give us some light down in there. Y'all, that's a new radiator.
It's a new fan blade too. Fan clutch.
New fan blade, new clutch. Belts look good. New lower radiator hose too.